Sales Master from Brisbane, Queensland. I know we're running a little bit behind time, so I will be really quick, but I just want to share. I've been with Atomy since 2020. I joined as a customer or a consumer after looking for some products to help me with some skin conditions that I have. Fast forward about 18 months ago, because I did fall in love with all the products, I bought lots and lots and lots of products like we always do. We want to try everything. And then my sponsor unfortunately disappeared from me. So I was wanting to think about doing the business, but I didn't know who to contact at that stage. So one day I got this random Facebook message from a Korean guy, saying, "Oh, Samantha, I see you're buying lots of products. Has your sponsor spoken to you about doing the business?" So it's like, okay, I'm an Aussie girl, Korean guy, messaging me on Facebook. I better check him out first. So I sort of stalked him for a little bit. And then I thought, yeah, okay, I'll make contact with him. And his name was Derek Kim, that we all saw before. So through the encouragement and support of Derek and our other members in our team, I'm here today, so thank you. So moving forward, I'll just quickly share about what a life scenario is. We have just recently heard Chairman Park share, but I've come up with a life scenario is essentially a narrative that describes the major events, experiences and relationships that has shaped your life up until this point. Writing your life scenario can be a helpful exercise for a number of reasons. Firstly, it helps us to understand our past experiences and gain a better understanding of how it can shape you into the person you are today. Secondly, it can also help you identify patterns and themes in your life that may be holding you back or help you succeed. Lastly, a life scenario is also a roadmap for your future, helping you set goals and make decisions that align with your values and aspirations. So why do we need to write our life scenario? The goal of writing a life scenario is to gain a deeper understanding of yourself, your values, and your purpose in life. It can also help you identify areas that you may need to change or seek additional support to achieve your goals and live a fulfilling life. By spending this time reflecting and writing out my life scenario, I've been able to refocus on what's important in my life, and now I have a map to achieve it. How do you use a life scenario booklet? So we're quite lucky you can use what's known as the Life Scenario Blue Book, or did you know you can also access it via the Atomy mobile app? If you click up on the right-hand side and scroll down, you'll be able to find it there if you're a bit techie when wanting to do it. So for me, by putting pen to paper, it's helped me focus and achieve my goals with my Atomy business. By writing out my goals and values, I'm going to be able to work towards achieving them. It's also known as an action plan. It can be able to break down my goals into smaller parts, which are more manageable and help me work out how I need to achieve them. So now I'm going to share my life scenario, the wheel. So this is I only did this a couple of weeks ago, I'll be very honest. I really didn't know how to write it because my sponsor wasn't around, but through the support of the amazing team back at head office at Atomy, I was able to do some Zooms and they helped me write it out. As you can see, I've got a little bit of scribble because I was changing. So the first one I want to share with you on my circle is faith. I am a Christian and I hold my faith very dearly, but I'm a busy mum. I also work and I also do Atomy. I'm also a full-time carer for one of my boys. So, unfortunately, I have put my devotion and my quiet time on the back burner. So, one of the first things I put was I want to set up a regular time each day, about 20 minutes at night. That way I can open my Bible and listen to God And I've set a time to have that in place by April 23, which is this month, I think, or next month. The other thing I'd like to do, is find a prayer partner. And I've put to do that by August 23 as well. The next thing is health. So I have employed a personal trainer to help me, but unfortunately life does get in the way as well. But I have put a thing that's important, a goal for me that's important is that I get to the gym 5 days a week. And as you can see in the picture, I have been going quite early, about 5:30 in the morning, because one of my boys go to school and then I go to work, and that's the only time of the day that I have spare. I've also added as a goal to start walking 8,000 steps a day and do that regularly 7 days a week. My next one that I'd like to share on my circle and my wheel is service. I wasn't sure where to look first to find areas to serve in, but if you're interested, I found a website called Go Volunteer. You can put in your suburb or what you want to do, and I was able to come up with finding organisations that are looking for people to volunteer. So my heart is to the older folk that are locked in at home. You only need to do 1 hour a week, and also help in our local soup kitchen in the suburb that I live in. The next one is donation. We've all heard about compassion today, and this is my little sponsor girl, Lydia. I was challenged last year watching something online through one of the Success one-day trainings, I think it was. So this is Lydia. I sponsored her early last year, and my goal with my Atomy business is to be able to sponsor a second child come this January as well. She's only 3. Leisure. Now, I am a bit crafty, so my dad's not very well, but my goal is to pick up my knitting needles and make him a vest for this winter. I also have a very dear friend whose daughter has just been diagnosed with cancer, has just started chemo this week, so God placed on my heart to start knitting her some beanies. So that's what I'm just adding in there. That's not on the list, but it can be anything that's important to you that you can have as a goal. Travel. Now, COVID's over, kind of, but we can get out and about and travel the world again. So 2 goals here for me with my business is to visit Atomy Korea. I think that's something we would all love to do at some stage. So if we don't qualify for any of the trips this year, our team has made an agreement, a promise to each other, I suppose, that we hope to travel there in December this year. So my other thing that's always been on my heart is to go to Norway to see the Northern Lights. And I've put a date for June 25, so that way I can save up to do that travel. Okay, my Atomy business. So we're all here to enjoy our Atomy business and to enable us to be able to achieve those things that are on our wheel. So I have set myself a goal to achieve Diamond Master by the 30th of November this year. And how I'm going to be doing that is by achieving 2 new partners, one on each side of my legs, every 2 months starting next month. And by bringing those partners to days like this as well, or one-day seminars. Also, I've got that I want to travel to Korea to the Success Academy either in October or December. And how I'm going to achieve all of this is by posting daily on social media, setting up a schedule for the next 6 months for my posting. I'm also going to do some videos showing my team how to use products. I think that's important. And also one of my other goals is to open my own education centre so that I can help support my fellow Atomy members as well. So I only achieved Sales Master in December last year, and that was through the fantastic support again of my team. The picture on the right, we've been doing a lot of Zooms with our team. So we all travelled, I'm from Queensland, they're all from Sydney. So we all travelled to Melbourne in December and met for the first time, it was like old friends catching up, hugging each other at the airport. So this was us having one of our team meetings in a cafe in Melbourne. Also, some of the team travelled to Queensland, to Brisbane, and attended the one-day seminar, supporting myself, and we had some new team members also and partners attend that day as well. The picture of the sign, that's just to remind me about staying focused with my business so I can work towards achieving opening an education centre. My last circle is my family. My husband's a pastor and he works 7 days a week and we don't get a lot of time away. He's a senior pastor, so he's quite busy. But he gets 5 weekends off a year. And towards the middle of last year, we decided we're going to diarise. So I've got set dates that we are going away, just him and I. So we either go to Brisbane or to the Gold Coast. He likes running. He took up running during COVID and he's lost a lot of weight as well. So he loves to go running, so I try and find places. The other thing is because I have been busy, by doing this process and re-evaluating what's important to me, I have made a commitment to visit my parents on the first Friday of every month. They only live about 40 minutes away, but I kept saying, I'm too busy, and they're getting old. So just a little simple thing like that, I was challenged to put pen to paper to make that commitment. And then my boys, they're growing up, they're 24 and 21. Don't always like hanging out with mum because she's not cool, but one likes to go hiking and one likes to the football. So I've made a commitment to try and diarise a plan that we can go with one of them to go hiking and the other one to the football grand final later this year with my family. Oops. So I've just got the slide saying about the weekends away. So if you've not done a life scenario book, I'd like to encourage you to purchase one today if you can. Sit and write and think. The team said to me to think about, when you're thinking about what to write, it's how, what, and set a date for that commitment. And go back every few months. I think Chairman Park said every month or week, reassess, but go back and look and see how you're going. You may not think you're achieving anything, but once you look at what your wheel, you will see that you are making small steps to achieve your goals, either for yourself or your family, or most importantly for your Atomy business. Thank you.